in which Colton is a 20-to-1 chance. Jamie Osborne rides. Dancing Paddy 50-to-1. Warren Marson. Klairon Davis 8-to-1 with Francis Woods, and Sam Mann now the 6-to-4 favourite, ridden by Richard Dunwoody. Strong Platinum, the man of Conor O'Dwyer, trades at 9-to-2. Travado 16-to-1 for Mick Fitzgerald. And the current champion Viking Flagship out to 2-to-1 now for Charlie Swan. A 7-runner lineup.
On this Queen Mother Champion chase, the favourite is Sound Man, a strong favourite as well, from 7-to-4 down to 6-to-4. On the drift is Viking Flagship out to 2-to-1, having been 6-to-4 in the early exchanges. Strong Platinum at 9-to-2. Klairon Davis, a bit of money for him now, from 9-to-1 to 8-to-1. On 16's Travado, 20-to-1 Colton, and Dancing Paddy at 50-to-1.
Under orders, and they're on their way. And Viking Flagship out wide is going to be the early leader, and Colton is settled out the back. They're at the first now, and Travado through on the inside shares the work with Viking Flagship. Sound Man is with the white cap, and Dancing Paddy the inside in line of 4. Klairon Davis racing 5 as they cross the second, and Colton is the only one that's detached, and that's detached by quite some way. Dancing Paddy on the right probably just has the edge to Sound Man, who was really aggressive and powerful going down to the start. Viking Flagship the outside of Travado, still a line of 4 lengths back to Klairon Davis, 3 lengths back to Strong Platinum, and 6 back to Colton, who trails as they come down towards the third at a good pace. Dancing Paddy on the inside, shuffling along. Sound Man goes through the top of it. Viking Flagship's out wide. He was still holding that good third position. Then we have Travado settled in 4. Klairon Davis 5. 3 lengths back to Strong Platinum, and 8 lengths back now to Colton, who's best from front. Coming down towards fence number 4, it's Dancing Paddy, the rank outsider, leading the heavily backed Sound Man as they take the 4th. They all jumped it brilliantly. Perhaps a Strong Platinum a little bit rusty at the back of the pack, and they swing left-handed, race down the hill. So Dancing Paddy is leading them, but the pace is steady. This is going to be a real thriller from the top of the hill. When they reach the summit on the far side, then the pace will go, but Dancing Paddy has it at the moment.
Dancing Paddy almost chewing grass going to that fence. His head was so low. The pace is pretty steady. You don't want to be too far off the pace when it's slow, and Sound Man's in a very good position on the outside under Richard Dunwoody. He can pounce from there. Viking Flagship, though, not letting him too far out of his sights. It's Sound Man that led them over the water from Dancing Paddy. Viking Flagship still very close, followed by Travado, and then they now head towards this big open ditch. Klairon Davis is not far away either, and they're all very close, but Sound Man flew over that ditch. Strong Platinum hasn't been that fluent in the early stages, though he's getting closer now, and so is Colton, well off the pace in the first half mile. Approaching another plain fence then, Sound Man got in a bit close this time, but is closely pursued by Viking Flagship on the outside, as now they climb away on the far side towards the big open ditch. It's Sound Man by about a length to Klairon Davis. Viking Flagship on the outside, 3 lengths then to Dancing Paddy, and now the pace is quickening up. This takes some jumping. Klairon Davis bungled it, brushed right through it, and Viking Flagship left in second place on the other side, but they've still got to catch Sound Man. They're quickening all the time now as they reach the highest point of the course. It's Sound Man joined by Viking Flagship. The crowd beginning to roar already as now they begin the descent towards 3 out.
So the big 3 playing late. Look at this. On the right, Sound Man, Richard Dunwoody. On the left, Viking Flagship, the champion chaser, and the tempo increasing. It's down to jumping and speed. It's going to develop into a real sprint. This Klairon Davis, the outside. Here we are, 3 out. How do they jump it? Sound Man gets low, and Viking Flagship low, and Klairon Davis low, but they all got away with it. Dancing Paddy's done his work. They've got 2 to jump. Sound Man on the right, Viking Flagship the left. Going better, Viking Flagship into the lead. This is 2 out, Viking Flagship, Sound Man. Here we are, 2 from home, and both of them brush through the top. Klairon Davis is back in 3rd, and then Travado in 4. They start the turn in. Charlie Swan's confident. He's going on Viking Flagship. Sound Man's fighting back. They're on the final turn. Sound Man and Viking Flagship stride for stride. Oh, what an epic battle. Don't rule out Klairon Davis, who's pulled wide. Come down towards the final fence with a noseband. Klairon Davis has come to take the pair. Viking Flagship and Sound Man in the air together, and now the hill, and it's Klairon Davis under Francis Woods who's going on, and Klairon Davis has come to take the pair of them. Klairon Davis going on. Viking Flagship It's coming back and in second place, but Klairon Davis has the acceleration to win. Klairon Davis, Viking Flagship, Sound ran the 1, 2, 3. Then we had Travado and Strong Platinum and Colton and Dancing Paddy. Well, this is got to be one of the races of the decade. A tremendous, tremendous performance to win the Queen by the Champion Chase. All credit to number 3 on our card, Klairon Davis, trained at 9 to 1. Trained in Ireland by Arthur Moore, ridden by Francis Woods. Tremendous performance here, poaching on the front too, because as they turn for home, the grit and determination on the face of Charlie Swan, who rode the second horse home, Viking Flagship, in the colours of Roach Foods Limited, trained by David Dickerson, and the grit on the face of Richard Dunwoody, who rode Sound Man in the colours of David Lloyd, trained by Edward O'Grady, was there to see. But it was Klairon Davis who came there. He poised on the outside, he delivered his challenge only on the run-in, and it was he who had the acceleration, he who had more courage, and he who went on. He won the Arkle last year. He's come back to take it to the Queen by the Champion Chase. Here's our winner, Klairon Davis. Salute a champion.
Klairon Davis at 9 to 1, second number 7 Viking Flagship at 9 to 4, and third number 4 Sound Man, the 11 to 8 favourite. The totes there: the win paid £8.70, places £2.70 and £1.60. The dual forecast £10.50, and the CSF £27.94. 7 rand.